Where do you find your place of refuge? Like when these things happen, what do you do? Because this is the most important question of all, because I have to be obedient to the person who sees this.
Right.
Because you're speaking to millions.
Right. Right.
And somebody who's going through, has gone through, or about to go through what you have went through, what do you do? Who do you go to? What's that place of refuge? How do you process these things?
I go to the higher power with it, you know? And then this is part of it too. So I appreciate you as well, because I don't speak, I'm not verbal I'm private, bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't want nobody in my business. I ain't in your motherfucking business. That's the human me. Fuck you. Fuck you in my business for, nigga. Back the fuck up. Spiritual side is me and say, hey, you heard? I know you heard. Keep God first, my boy. Stay prayed up. Man, you strong. I appreciate it. Listen, man, you gotta be strong one day too, man. You just stay strong. Don't let nothing break you. And you keep pushing and you gotta go on with your life. And then what I gotta go on with my life is go back to the resource. It's to the higher power. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I made it through the day. I didn't lose my mind. I ain't running to nobody that I had to take out my frustration on. I was, everything was smooth. My kids are smiling. Everything is good. Okay, the situation may be fucked up, which is forever. But how do I not dwell on the situation? How do I continue to keep going through the situation? Because this situation don't change.
So I ask you this way. I seen an interview with Key Glock.
Right.
And obviously his closest confidant or a person who gave him an opportunity was Young Dolph.
Right.
When Young Dolph left us, Key Glock did an interview and he said, I'm gonna always be fucked up. And that leads me to the question of, how do you manage it?
Go to the high power, man. That's the answer for everything. Ain't nothing on earth. Nothing on earth has the answer unless God brought him to me or I would walked because I seek for knowledge. I hit. That's how I know I was supposed to be doing comedy. God was speaking through my partner. He was talking to me. He said, you need to do Vine. Sometimes God put people in your life because people are, you're not disobedient, you're just hard-headed.
Yeah.
God knew Moses wasn't gonna listen. He keep doubting himself. Man, say to people, man, what about, man, I don't think I'm capable. Man, it's you, man. I ain't choosing nobody else to do the job. Man, I don't know. All right. I'm gonna get your brother, because you're gonna believe your brother. Yeah. I'm gonna send your brother to tell you everything I'm telling you because you're gonna believe him quicker.
Yes. Because even in that...
It's the same message.
Even in that message, Moses displeased God because he had so many questions.
They keep asking.
And for people who aren't theologians or who don't really understand the Bible, because I had to take my journey in biblical, in my biblical journey. And one thing that I found out, Moses had a stuttering problem. Because when he was found, it's like when they say, don't tickle a baby too much, it's gonna lead to stuttering and things like that. Well, Moses was casted on a river and was found because he was crying. And if I'm supposed to lead my people, God, how can I tell the message if I stutter? He said, I'm gonna send your brother. Tell your brother who understands you the best. Tell him what I'm telling you, you're gonna be my messenger. You tell that person. And alienation, that's when the bush kind of burned. It was like, whoa. Like God was basically saying, why you keep questioning? I got you. I got you. So when you're leading, it's not for you to ask why. It's for you to understand God just using me.
And that's the bigger message. That's the bigger message. Because nobody knows how they're gonna lead. I don't know how I'm gonna lead. I don't know how I'm gonna lead. I don't know. That may be a lesson for another motherfucker. Dig what I'm saying? We talking about speaking real now.
Yes, sir.
Don't nobody know. So it's to the point where it's like, you just want to make sure that you instill, because that's the main thing in the Bible, man. They just want to make sure, like, do you believe? Walk it. Talk it. You'll be all right. You're going to get tested now. That's when that all that stuff you talking, and you walking. We're going to see.
Your car gonna get pulled.
We're going to see if you really about that.
Yes, sir.
You about that? We're going to see. And this one of the ones for y'all to see me go through. I done been tested plenty of time.
In front of the world.
I'm in front of the world, but it's so intimate that it's like, it's my unit. It's my unit. My unit. Ain't a full unit. I done been without. But I ain't never not have an incomplete unit. This is different. So now I look at a woman differently.
Wow.
I look at people who have units differently. I look at anybody that's forever. When it's forever, you gotta make sure in your best interest that the energy is always correct. Be appreciative. And at the end of the day, just love each other. Because, yeah, they can be here today and be gone tomorrow. You gotta understand it. Now I'm bringing people into my personal life. Because these are things I think about when I'm at the house, smoking and shit. Hearing my children say mommy and shit, you know, I'm like, I heard you. Oh, they said it multiple times. I heard. My girl cried when Vanessa lost Kobe.
Jacky.
My girl cried for Vanessa when she lost Kobe.
Empathy.
She like, that's sad. I'm like, yeah, baby, I know, baby. It's crazy, you just gotta pray for him. Not knowing. My turn. We don't think of these things. This is everyday. This shit real out here, man. Folks think this shit real. Nigga, you can lose your mind about this shit. And that's not how I'm doing ain't the norm for the conformed people.
Yeah.
It's the norm for the people who know what I'm talking, who know how I'm walking. Because you know it's greater on the other side, and the other side is eternally, knowing that when you meet your Heavenly Father, I want to be able to not ask. I ain't really got a question. I know deep down inside, I was obedient. Every test I've been put through, I stood tall. Every test. Every motherfucking test. Every test, nigga. Anything that I've been tried on or had to face, nigga, I've been tested, nigga. Stood tall on that shit. You feel me? So it's just one of the ones, and it's like, who can't go to nobody human form and ask no goddamn question. This shit is beyond me or you.
Yeah.
Me or you. And how do you make sure that the people behind you or the people that's with you understand it? Cause even when I'm paying attention, and it's, you know, life is life, man. Life is life, man. And it's like, I don't have no control over it. I only have control over how I react to whatever I'm faced with. And you know, for anybody that's, cause I done had people to DM me and said, I done lost people. You done helped me to understand what's going on. I'm like, look, bro, it's the only way you gonna get through anything in life. Google ain't got the answers. The internet ain't got the answers. If you don't have a relationship with the higher power, bro, you can easily be tripped. And what I mean by tripped is lose sight. By me staying on course, I don't lose sight. When you say, I gotta go on stage, I put all my passion and everything. I'm a Renaissance man, so I put all my passion on stage. So when I'm talking about a female or when I'm talking about a loved one or when I'm talking about anything, I got something to draw it from. So like, this ain't fake. And then plus I know I got a platform to tell y'all for real, how I really feel. Now I get to let you know God is in the situation. Because if you ain't got God in your life, man, let me tell you something. You can easily be tricked. You can easily trick yourself off the street. And we human. When I go home, these are the things I make sure I keep intact. So when I go out in the real world and I have to deal with somebody who don't even really know what really going on for real, I know how to navigate. I know how to not let something so small tick me off. Or I know how to deal with that. I've been mad before. My cousin died. That was the maddest I ever been in life. In life, nigga. Nobody ever can get me that mad. Ever. You might get me frustrated, but you never get me that mad. Me losing my girl is saying, be appreciative. Everything. When I say everything, the good, the bad, everything. Because this shit get real, my boy.